Hello and welcome to Family Yoga. My name is Katrina. I'm a member of Cedar Lane. I'm also a registered yoga teacher, and I've been trained in children's yoga through Radiant Child Yoga. Today's class will have yoga poses that are suitable for both children and adults, but the class is really designed and geared for participation by children. I hope to give some options so that everyone can find their own comfort level. In yoga, you should always find what works for your body. Looking for some real effort, but if something is painful or doesn't feel right to you, you should definitely back off and choose a position that you can breathe in, that feels comfortable. It should feel good, and we should have fun. Remember to be gentle with yourself, be gentle with each other. If you've got a partner practicing with you, whether that's a big yogi and a little yogi or two little yogis. And we're going to definitely be aware of our breath as we do our movements. We're going to be paying special attention to connecting our breath with our body and our breath with our mind and our spirit, and bringing a sense of calm and ease and fun to our practice. I always like to start class with a centering, and this is a set of centering words from Kundalini Yoga. And the words are Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo is reminding us of the sound of the universe and calling to mind our connection with everything around us. Gurudev Namo means that we salute everything that teaches us, our teachers, our experiences, all of our opportunities for learning, and we salute that. So I'm going to bring my hands to heart center. Whenever I say that, that's when I bring my palms together right in front of my heart. Sit up nice and tall and straight, roll my shoulders back, maybe close my eyes, or with a soft gaze, look down at the floor in front of me. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. I'll repeat our centering words 3 times, and you can listen the first and maybe the second time, and join in maybe the second or third time. So again, that deep breath in. Om Namo. Inhale. Gurudev Namo. It's 1. Here comes number 2. Om Namo. Gurudev Namo. Last time, deep inhale. Om Namo. Gurudev Namo. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. Bringing our energy and awareness here to our yoga mat. Reminding ourselves that we are taking some time out of our day to practice yoga. Whatever else is going on around us, we're going to park that outside and come back to it later. I also like to start class with some breathing. So we can bring our arms out to the side, call it tented fingers, where you've got your fingers extended. You just gently rest them on the floor. And then we inhale, the arms come up and overhead. We look up at our hands. Exhale, arms come back down. Inhale, up and overhead. Exhale, down. Let's see if we can do this one, breathing in and out through the nose. And this is called our balloon breath. As we inhale, our arms come up, make the shape of a balloon, and then we let it go. And our chest fills up, like when you put air inside a balloon, and then you let it out. Let's do it again. Inhale up. Maybe we let our balloon fly out across the room this time. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Release your balloon. One last time. Inhale up. Now let's inhale our arms up and overhead. We're going to start our warm-up. We're going to sway to one side like a tree in the wind with our branches extended up. Maybe we look up at our branches. Come back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Keep those branches up like a tall, strong tree blowing in the wind. Back to center. Exhale, arms come down. We're going to take one hand and scoot it out on the mat next to us. Our other hand, the palm flips up, comes overhead, and we arch over however deep feels good to us. Maybe we look up at that top arm, feeling that deep stretch along the side of our body. Exhale back to center. Scoot the arm out. Other palm flips up and over. All we're doing right now is getting our body ready for all the other movements we're going to do during class today. We always want to make sure we get good and warm. Now this next movement is a twist. And there are two versions. There's one that doesn't move as much, and there's one that is really fast and lots of energy and can be really fun. You choose the one that's right for you. So I'll show you the one that doesn't move as much first. So we're going to take one arm, cross it across our body to the opposite knee. Our other arm reaches up, we get straight and tall, then we turn around, place our palm flat on the ground behind us, right next to our bum. And we either look straight between our shoulders, or maybe we turn our head all the way around to the back. Then we unwind back to center. Other arm crosses over, straight up, twist it around. And if you've chosen this version, do one side for a few breaths, then switch back to the other side, whatever feels good to you. For those who want something with a little more movement, arms out to a T, palms face up, fingers come to the shoulders, keep those elbows straight out to the sides. We're going to twist this way and then that way. Inhale, exhale. We're going to see how long we can keep this going. This is called a washing machine. Imagine you're washing the clothes. They're all swirling around you, and you've got to twist back and forth to get all that dirt out. Inhale, exhale. Let's do a few more breaths. Can we do it? And wherever you're at, let's come back to center. Do one more of those balloon breaths. And whichever way you want to let your balloon out, back down to the ground. Now we're going to do some warm up for our back. We're going to arch it back and then forward. And again, we're going to have two different versions of this. One where we move a little bit less, and one where we move faster. Whatever one works for you. So the one that moves less, we're right here, sitting cross-legged on our mat. Hands rest on our knees. We're going to pull the spine back, belly button back towards the spine, shoulders round forward. Maybe you look down at your lap. Exhale. On an inhale, straighten the spine, shoulders drop back, heart and chest open up, head looks up at the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. So you can keep going, matching that movement to your breath. Or if you'd like to try one that moves a little bit more, you can sit up on your heels, hands rest on your knees again, and we're going to, this is called riding the bumpy camel. We're going to arch up and back, up and back, and up and back, and up and back. Inhale, exhale. See how fast you can ride your camel. Let's keep it going. Maybe you're riding across the desert. Are you going super fast? Don't forget to breathe. And when you're ready, arms out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great job. Just a few more warm-up movements to get us ready. We're going to come on to our hands and knees. So our wrists are right below the shoulders, knees are right below our hips. Our back is straight, flat like a table. This is our tabletop pose. From here, we're going to do a little bit more of that spine flexing and rounding. Get ourselves warmed up. So we drop our belly down, lift our shoulders and our hips, looking up like a sway back cow. And then we arch the back, drop the head down. Maybe you look back towards your belly button like an angry cat. Then we're going to inhale back to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. And you can take this at whatever pace feels good to you. It's not super fast like some of those other ones we did, but you're matching your breath to your movement. Maybe you want to add in some other little movements, work out whatever kinks you've got going on. Maybe you want to round it back. Maybe you walk your hands a little forward, lower down. Maybe just bring a little circle to those hips. Around one way, back around the other way, whatever feels good to you. Are we feeling warmed up? Ready to move some more? Let's step our hands just a little bit forward. Curl your toes under. We're going to pick our knees up off the mat, straighten our legs. See if we can work our heels down towards the mat. Press into our hands, downward facing dog. One of my favorite yoga poses. We do it a lot. So we want to come to a nice, strong downward dog. Let's walk out our dog. We walk our dog by bending one knee and then the other. So it looks like we're walking, but our toes stay put. We don't actually move our feet anywhere. But it kind of looks like our dog is taking a walk. And this can help stretch out the back of your legs. Get you starting to feel more comfortable in your dog. When you're ready, pick up both heels, push your hips up towards the sky, maybe wag your tail, and then drop your heels down towards the mat. Let's everybody look towards your hands. Walk your feet up to meet your palms. Forward fold. Then we're going to sweep our arms out and up. All the way up overhead. Look up at your palms. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Great job. So are we all feeling warm? Ready? We're going to do a few rounds of something I call a sun salute. Everybody calls it a sun salute. Or a Surya Namaskara. And this is another way to warm our bodies up. It's a way to start our yoga class, move through our full range of movement. And you can see if, after I've done it once or twice, you can start remembering the sequence all on your own. So pay attention. We're going to start standing at the top of our mat. We're going to inhale our arms up and overhead. We're going to exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet to the back of your mat so you're in that downward facing dog. Now you can stay right here, Or you hinge forward so your shoulders are over your wrists and your body is in a straight line. And then we're just going to come back to downward dog. Look forward between our hands. Walk our feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. That's our sun salute. Let's do it a few more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet to the back of the mat. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Look forward between your hands. Take a deep breath in. Step forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do it one more time. I'm going to cue the breath and do the movements. See if you can follow along without me saying all the words. So inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Step it forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great job. That was 3 sun salutes. Awesome. So I'm feeling ready. And I'd like to tell you guys a little story. It's a story about walking through the woods. So we're going to start on our mat, standing tall, and we're going to march. Just pick up one leg, set it down, pick up the other leg, set it down, keep going. Now we're going to make it a little bit trickier. We're going to add in our arms. We're going to pick up the opposite arm as the leg that is marching. See if you can get that going. It can be a little tricky sometimes. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And we're marching, hiking right into the woods on a beautiful trail. And our trail starts going uphill. Whew, we're working hard. Oh, and it's going up and up and up until we get to a cliff. And we're going to have to climb. So let's opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to climb right up that wall. Woo! That was a big climb. We get to the top. We take a deep breath in. Bring our hands to heart center. We look at the view. Wow. We see so many trees. Let's all be a tree. So you're going to pick your branch height. You can place your foot right here at your ankle, or here at your calf, or all the way up here on your thigh. Wherever you pick your branch height, make sure that you feel maybe there's a little bit of wobbles, and that's okay. If you're not feeling at all like you can stay here, whoa, maybe take it down a level. Every branch height is good. Palms are pressed together at heart center. Pick a spot on the wall, across and just above eye level, and stare at it. Something that's not moving. That's our focal point, our drishti. And that helps us find that sense of stillness and balance. When you're feeling nice and still and strong, maybe you grow your branches up to the sky. Maybe your tree is blowing in the wind. Maybe it's a tall, straight tree. All trees are good. When you're ready, bring your hands back down, step it down, shake it out. Whew. Are we ready to do our tree pose on the other side? Pick your branch height again, down here, up here, all the way up here. wherever feels good to you. When you're ready, grow those tree branches up. And remember, we're up on the cliff. We're looking out at the view, seeing all these beautiful trees, and now we are a tree. Maybe we wobble. That's okay. Hands back down to your heart. Step it down. Shake it out. Now we turn around, and we're going to follow the trail a little bit further into the woods at the top of the cliff here. So let's march it. March, march, march. Ooh, we're going deep into the forest now. So many trees. I feel right at home among the trees. We just were a tree. As we get further into the forest, we decide we want to climb a tree. So opposite arm, opposite leg, let's climb, 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 climb. We get up to the top of the tree, we look around, we see on a branch right nearby an eagle. So we're gonna sink our hips down, bring our arms up, and then one leg crosses up and over. Maybe the toe touches down as a little kickstand. Maybe the foot hovers off the ground. Maybe it tucks all the way behind our leg. I'm going to do kickstand. Whatever one you choose is fine. Now that same arm as the leg that's on top comes underneath. Bend the elbows. Backs of the hands touch each other. We are in a proud perched eagle position. Looking out around us from our perch in the tree, at the top of the cliff, in the woods, looking at the other animals. Let's stretch our eagle wings out. Let's get ready to do eagle on the other side. In yoga, we always do both sides so that we're balanced. Find your eagle leg, eagle arms. Let's think about what other animals we might see out around us. Maybe we see other birds. Maybe we see a bear. Frog. What animals do you see? Well, I see. Let's unwind our eagle. Come back up. Hands to heart center. I see a most unusual animal in these big, dark woods. A flamingo. What is a flamingo doing in this big forest of tall, tall trees? Flamingos don't normally live here. So let's be a flamingo. We're going to start with our hands on our hips. These are our little flamingo wings. And we're going to bend one knee while keeping our knees together. So we've got one flamingo leg out to the back, our flamingo arms at our sides, and then we're going to see if our flamingo can fly. So we're going to bend forward, keeping those knees stuck together. Maybe our flamingo arms come out. Fly, fly. It's a beautiful flamingo. Now let's come back up to standing. Put that leg down. Remember, we always do both sides in yoga. So let's pick up our other flamingo leg. Tilt it forward. And our flamingo is flying. And we're up in our tree watching it. And we're so, so curious. What is this flamingo doing in the forest? We want to go talk to it. So we have to climb down our tree. Ooh, it's a big, long tree. Oh, we finally get to the ground and take a deep breath in. Hands to heart center. We look around and we can't see the flamingo anymore. Oh, it flew away. But there's a frog right there at the bottom of the tree. So step your feet wide, toes point out. We're gonna bend our knees and drop our hips into our Yogi Squat. Our elbows are inside our knees. Our back is straight, our hips are down. We are a yogi frog. Let's do some frog jumps. We're going to place our hands down on the ground, and you can either do a nice slow one where we just straighten our legs, lift our hips, drop our head, and come back to frog squat. Inhale, exhale. Or maybe we add a hop in there. So we come up and hop like a frog. Stretch our legs and back down. Let's do a few more of those, whichever version you're doing. Maybe ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. And we come back to our yogi squat and we talk to our frog. We say, Mr. Frog, did you see a beautiful flamingo? The frog says, yes, I did. The flamingo likes to hang out over there. We say, thank you, Mr. Frog. We stand back up and we march our way over to the pond the frog was pointing at. And sure enough, when we get there, we see our flamingo standing in the water. And we say, Flamingo, what are you doing here in this forest? The flamingo switches legs and says, I don't normally live here, but I was flying and I got lost. Now I don't know how to get back. So I think I might just stay here. But I'm a little lonely because there aren't other flamingos and I need some friends. So what do you think? Can we be friends with the flamingo? I think we can. And we're talking with our new flamingo friend, and just then we see a bear come walking by. So let's all get down. We're going to call this our bear pose. Instead of downward dog, we're going to pretend it's a bear. And we're going to take some big bear walks. So we're going to move opposite leg and opposite hand at the same time. So back corner foot, front corner foot, opposite hand, opposite leg. Walk your bear around. And our bear is walking around, comes to the little pool, sees our flamingo and says, flamingos don't belong here. You can't stay. And we say, what? Of course the flamingo can stay. The flamingo is our friend. So let's all stand like a flamingo, just like our new flamingo friend. We defend our friend and say, our friend is welcome here. Even though she's different, she has a place here in the forest with us. And the bear thinks about it for a minute. And then he sits down, puts the soles of his feet together, puts his hands right next to his hips, picks up his feet, thinks about it, and says, okay, the flamingo can stay. Different is okay. And then our bear does one of his favorite poses. You can stay right here, or you can do balancing bear pose. Grab your big toes, straighten your legs, balance on your bum. It's a happy balancing bear. Bear says, can I be friends with you and the flamingo too? And the flamingo says, yes, I definitely want more friends here in the forest. And the bear is happy because he's made a new friend. So he brings his feet back together, arms stretched out in front of us, and then we put them between our legs, underneath, and stretch our palms out, face up to the ceiling, in a flower pose, because our bear gave our friend the flamingo a flower. And that is the end of our story. Because everyone has a place in the forest. To end it, let's find a comfortable seated position. Do another big balloon breath, hands out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take a little break from our stories to do what I call yoga life skills. Times and places where things that we learn in yoga can help us in everyday life. One of my absolute favorites is practicing getting up off the floor without using our hands. Take a moment here from your seat to see if you can get up without using your hands. Are you doing it? All right, I'm going to give it a try. So I like to bring my legs out wide. Whoop! I stand up. And then maybe I bring them back in. And I sit back down, cross my legs. You want to try that way with me? So from a seated cross-legged position, knees up, plant your feet, lean forward, stand up. Maybe you adjust your feet a little bit, get comfy, sit your bum back down, cross your legs again into a seated position. There are other ways to get up from seated without your hands too, aren't there? I'm going to show you another one. I uncross my legs, shift over onto my knees, one leg up, other leg up, and I'm standing. And then I reverse it, kneel down, drop my hips. I've even seen some kids like to try to jump up off of their knees. I don't think I can do that, but maybe you want to try. I'll just do one at a time. All right, I'm going to sit back down. Whoop. Crossed my legs before I sat that time. Tricky, tricky. Now, another fun yoga life skill that I like to practice. We've done it already when we were being frogs. It's our Yogi Squat. For times when you're standing around, I wish I could sit down. I need to take a little break. You can just turn your toes wide, drop your hips down, come into a squat. Oh, that feels kind of good. It kind of feels like a break. Maybe it doesn't feel like a break for all of us, but it's good to practice. It's a natural position for our bodies to be in. It's a fun way to kind of hang out, especially if we need to do something on the ground, but we don't want to sit our butts down on the wet ground, maybe. So let's all practice getting back up. Whew, standing around. Let's take a squat. While you're squatting, see if you can keep your heels flat on the ground, legs wide, elbows pressed into the knees. See if you can find that nice, tall, straight spine between your shoulders and your hips. Let's inhale it back up, squat it down. So when you're playing on the floor sometime, see if, oh, maybe I can practice my squats while I'm doing that. That's a fun thing to do. Another yoga life skill. This one requires prop. So I'm going to take a minute, go run, find a shoe. We all take a minute to find a shoe. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Does everybody have a shoe? All right, got my shoe. And I'm somewhere that's really, really muddy. But I don't want to sit down, and there's no chairs, there's no benches. I need to get that shoe on my foot. So what I'm going to do is pick up my shoe, pick up my foot, put my shoe on, and then put my foot down. And then I'm going to try it on the other foot, even though this is a shoe only for one foot. So if you want to just keep doing it on one foot, or you can switch back and forth, or you can have two shoes. Let's practice putting on our shoes. And if you don't have a shoe, you can just pick up your foot, pretend to put on your shoe, hold it there, step it down. Try it on the other side. Pick up your foot, put on your shoe, step it down. Let's practice a few more times. I'm gonna grab my shoe, pick up my foot. Ooh, it's a little wobbly sometimes. Put it on, step it down. Now I'm gonna switch. Here comes my other one. Up, shoe on, step it down. How about one more practice round? I'll do this one without a shoe. Pretend shoe, Here comes my foot. Here comes the shoe. Step it down. Here comes the foot. Shoe on. Step it down. Whenever you're ready, let's set our shoes aside. Deep breath in. Hands to heart center. Yoga life skills. See if you can practice them this week. So I have one more fun kind of story and activity to go through with you guys. It's a story about butterflies. So we're all going to sit down, put the soles of our feet together, sit up straight and tall, straight line from our shoulders down to our hips. And you can have your feet out wide or bring them in however is comfortable for you. Soles of the feet are pressed together. Maybe you want to interlace your fingers. Leave the pointer fingers up like a little pointer there. And then like a hat, we're going to place that over top of our toes. And we're going to fly like a butterfly. Flap your wings. And I'm going to sing a little song while you're flapping. And I'll sing it twice through. You can listen the first time, join in the second time if you like. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Hold it forward. Sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly in the night. Sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly in the night. Walk it back up to seated. Little hat over the toes. Flap your wings. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly up so high. Now for our second part, we're going to imagine we're not yet a butterfly. We are a caterpillar. So everybody down on your tummies, but instead of laying long weight on your yoga mat, we're gonna lay with our tummies over the middle of our yoga mat. Maybe make a few little caterpillar movements. Maybe you push up and down. Hands on either side of your chest, just under your shoulders. Push up and down. Now our caterpillar is ready to become a butterfly. So what we're going to do, lie on our bellies, start at one end of your mat, then we're going to roll up in the mat until we're in a cocoon. I'll show you here. I'm going to roll it over, take my mat with me, keep rolling. And I'm going to scooch myself over this way. Hopefully you can see me all rolled up in my cocoon. I'm scooching, scooching, scooching. Let's all lay down in our cocoons and take a minute to think about what color butterfly we're going to become. I think I'm going to be a blue butterfly. When I'm ready to be a butterfly, I'm going to figure out how to scooch myself out of my yoga mat. I like to roll over on my tummy and then wiggle my way out. Ooh, it's hard. My yoga mat is sticking to me. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I emerge from my cocoon. I stretch my wings. My blue butterfly takes a minute to fly around the room, taking deep breaths. And then I come back. I'm going to unroll my yoga mat, come back to my seat. Let's do fly like a butterfly one more time. Fingers interlace, pointer finger up, hat on, flap your wings. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. Inhale up, hold it forwards. Sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly. In the night, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly in the night. Walk it back up, make your little hat, flap those wings. Last time for flying. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. We have time to do our caterpillar roll one more time. So everybody down on your tummies. Hands underneath the shoulders, right by our chest. Lift up and down. A couple little caterpillar movements. Lift up and down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up and down. Get ready with your cocoon. Roll it up. Take a minute to think what color butterfly you are. I'm going to be green this time. And I wiggle my way out of my yoga mat. Ooh, maybe I stand up. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Fly my green butterfly around. Oh, beautiful butterfly. Again, I'm going to fix my yoga mat. Back down to seated. Inhale up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. I want to share one more song with you guys before we settle it down for the end of class. I bet you know the Eensy Weensy Spider. So let's do the Eensy Weensy Spider together, and then we'll do the yoga version. So the regular Eensy Weensy Spider goes. Eensy Weensy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Eensy Weensy Spider went up the spout again. Now the yoga Eensy Weensy Spider goes like this. I'll do it twice. You can listen the first time. Maybe you join in the second. The Eensy Weensy Spider went up the water spout to ask all the universe, what is life about? The stars in the sky said that life is great. So the Eensy Weensy Spider went home to meditate. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Let's do it one more time. The Eensy Weensy Spider went up the water spout to ask all the universe, what is life about? The stars in the sky said that life is great. So the Eensy Weensy Spider went home to meditate. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to take just a minute for deep relaxation. So I want you to lay down on your mat, on your back, Spread your arms out away from your body, with your palms facing up. Let your feet fall open to the sides, keeping them on your mat. Just let your breathing become slow and still. See if you can close your eyes just for a minute. Now imagine that your whole body is lit up like a light bulb. There is bright light coming out of every inch of you. And starting with your toes, we're going to turn the lights off. So as you breathe, you watch the light fade from your toes. As the light goes out, your toes feel heavy, relaxed, dark. The light fades from your feet. And that energy drains away, leaving your feet feeling completely limp and heavy. And the light fades up your legs until your lower legs all the way up to your knees is totally dark, weighted down into the mat. The light fades further up towards your hips until your whole legs are dark and soft and heavy, totally relaxed on the mat. Maybe you feel the light starting to fade from your fingers. Your fingers get heavy and dark. Your hands, maybe those fingers curl up a little bit as the energy leaves them. And the light fades up your hands all the way to your wrists. And then your lower arms start to get dark and heavy, resting deeply on the floor. You feel the light fade up a little further from your elbows to your shoulders until the entirety of your arms is dark and soft and resting. Any light left in that belly? It's fading. Your hips, your belly, all the way up to your chest, your back, getting dark. All the light fading away. While your belly, your hips, and your back is fully relaxed on the mat. Now we're just lit up from our shoulders. But that starts to go dark and soft. And our neck gets heavy as the light fades. Leaving just our light bulb head shining brightly. But we know it's time to rest. So the light fades from our chin to our nose, past our ears. Feel the darkness settling soft and comfortable around our eyes. Knowing we're safe, warm, and relaxed. We feel the last little bit of light leave through the crown of our head. And now we're turned off. Relaxed and completely comfortable lying still. Let's take a few natural, gentle breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to start welcoming all that light and energy back to our body. First, let's wiggle our fingers, our toes. Ooh, do you feel those tingles all the way up through your body? Are you ready to pick up your knees, bend them, bring the soles of your feet together, the palms of your hands together. Now let's do our cricket run. Ooh, we bring the life and the energy back into our hands and our feet. Ooh, rub, 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 rub. Then we gently lay our feet down on the floor with our knees wide, our soles together. We rest the palms of our hands over our eyes, maybe over our ears. And we're going to bring our knees back into our belly. Roll over to one side, curled up in a little ball, just for a moment. And then we're going to push ourselves back up to seated. Oh, that was a good rest. I feel refreshed and ready to do our closing meditation. Have you ever seen the grown-ups in your life when something is really important? Maybe they get out a finger. They hold it up, maybe they shake it, and you know, oh, you gotta pay attention. So for this meditation, we're gonna bring up both of our important fingers, because we know this is really important. We're gonna shake our fingers gently as we say the words, and follow along with some other movements. The words are, I am happy, I am good. I am happy, I am good. Our next words are Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Ji. Sat Nam means my name is truth, or I remember my authentic self, who I really am, me. And then we say Waheguru, 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 Ji. Waheguru is another way of saluting the teacher, everything that helps us learn, our learning opportunities. And Ji means yay. So what we're going to do is we'll repeat those words and movements out loud once, then we're going to whisper them once, and then we'll see if we can adjust the movements without the words in our head, just in our head silently. Then we'll reverse and whisper, say it out loud. We'll have done our mantra meditation. A mantra is a set of words that we repeat over and over. Help us remember them. So let's start with our important fingers. I am happy, I am good. I am happy, I am good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. I am happy, I am good. I am happy, I am good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. I am happy, I am good. I am happy, I am good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. I am happy, I am good. I am happy, I am good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. I am happy, I am good. I am happy, I am good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. I am happy, I am good. I am happy, I am good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. I am happy, I am good. I am happy, I am good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Ji. Waheguru, 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 Ji. I am happy. I am good. I am happy. I am good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Ji. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru Ji. Deep breath in and out. Great job on the meditation. We'll close with the long time sun. I'll sing it twice through. You can listen the first time, maybe join me in the second time. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Satnam. Close with our yoga words. Namaste. Which means the light in me sees the light in you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I wish you all a beautiful day.